By just a minute. And there we go. Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all of you that are celebrating today. It is such a beautiful, beautiful day here in California, very, very warm. So today I would love to take you into a practical workshop of looking at energy sources and how we distribute them in the body. And I have a little tiny presentation that I'm going to share with you and a meditation that I want to share in regards to working with energy and the accumulation of energy in the body. One of the powerful things that came up in my meditations and through my sessions this week is the transmutation of low vibrational frequency into high. How do we do that in the physical body? And I want to share this key point with you because it's a question that many people are asking me actually, taking a look at how we are distributing energy in the body. Hello, James. Welcome. So great to have you here. Please do feel free to share this live if you feel that you would like to share this information or it is valuable to you. Let me go ahead and share this. Very good. And if you want to join the Zoom, hello, Greg, welcome. And we have Dawn in the Zoom. We have Angela here on the Zoom. So go ahead and allow yourself to trickle in, get comfortable. I'm going to start by sharing my screen because I want to share with you something very interesting about how energy is distributed in the body so we can understand the meditation and the work that I'm doing with you today. Um, Now, it's very interesting how when energy is flowing through the physical body, it allows this toroidal movement that enters into a 0 point of life force. And when energy enters a 0 point of life force, the temperature actually cools down because it becomes the very center point of that vortex. So what happens is that the heat actually expands on the external part of the energy vortex. Okay, so I want to remind you that anytime that we have the vortices in the body stagnant or condensed, what you're going to feel when you connect close to the body is heat in that part of the body. So one of the techniques that I teach in my workshops for learning how to heal the body and the mind and the somatic root of illnesses and imbalances is to begin to understand when we block energy in the body, it starts to heat up. And when we scan the body and we find spots of body that are heated, that are hot, this helps us understand where we have stagnant areas of life force. And we want to transmute that. We want to move them out of the body. So how we can begin to move that energy is by bringing those heated points that are stagnant and with pain or suffering or thought forms that cannot move, is we transmute them. And we transmute them by taking them from the emotional state, the vibrational frequency of that emotional state, into a higher vibrational frequency state. Okay. So what this actually does at the cellular level, energetically in the physical body, is that it changes the geometry of the way information is stored in that part of the body. This is the most amazing thing about it, that when we learn how to master the energy flow, life force through the body, we can actually transmute, we can organize. That's the most beautiful thing about it. When we look at this toroidal field of energy, when it is in disorder, when it is not going into that centrifugal point of life force, actually it creates a disorder in the body. This is where we get free radicals in the body. We're getting stress hormones and we're getting inflammation in the body that causes severe amounts of heat, pockets of heat. So many of you in your healing sessions and on these meditation sessions during the week ask me, what happens when I feel heat in this part of the body? Well, it is a part of the body that's healing. It's a part of the body that requires attention, and it requires the shifting and transmutation of the life force in that part of the body. So how we begin to do that is by moving the energy. And the way that we want to begin to move that energy is in a harmonious balance. Okay. So with stagnation, with emotions that are fearful, angry, anxiety, they become stagnant, condensed, confused, and out of balance. with an energy that is expansive, conducive, loving, it begins to come into a self-organized format of life force movement. And each one of these frequencies, when we come into harmony, we are actually in alignment with nature. This is the beautiful thing about it. It's the most important thing to remember, that when we come into harmony, we come into balance with nature, because nature rebalances things. It's such a powerful field of life force that it allows the bodies to come into a balanced state. So this is essentially what we are doing in our physical bodies. We bring the body into this harmonic lattice, as you can see. All of the points in our body that were out of balance, that were existing in chaos, begin to self-organize in a way that creates cooler energy in the body. Okay. And I want you also to think about a flame, a live flame, that remember that the center of that flame, that blue light, is actually the coolest point in the flame. Okay. Just want you to think about that. We actually have that energy in our body. The 0 point at the center core of where the soul meets the body is actually the coolest point. We want to when I talk about expanding your light, I'm talking about expanding that cool point, cool frequency of energy to the extension of your entire field. Okay, so in today's meditation, we're going to take a look at how to do that. We're going to be working with this life force that's moving through the body, bringing it into a self-organized balance that can actually cause this powerful ability to self-organize any kind of things that are out of balance in the physical body. Okay, so emotion. So I want you to notice, we're going to scan the body. We're going to look at the parts of the body that are holding heat. And this takes practice. It just totally depends on how you're holding energy, how you're holding space. The more that you learn how to connect with your physical body, you will be able to notice. Those of you, remember, we have 5 senses. So you've got to tune in to the sense that works best for you in order to identify where you are holding stagnant energy. Some of you might see dark clouds or heavy stagnation. Some of you might feel like this area is invisible or difficult to see. And some of you might feel heat in those parts of the body. Okay. Now, there is a process in the process of healing that occurs that when that heat intensifies, it is actually going through the process of healing, because this conducive energy is flowing now. Okay, so when you put healing energy in that part of the body that requires healing, it begins to go to a transduction process, and that transduction will heat it up really, really high. But when it accesses healing, when it enters into that implosion where the waves collapse, now you come into that 0 point within that part of the body that now accesses healing. And this part of the body now becomes cool. Okay, so how do we know we heal the body? Is that when you scan, you begin to remove those stagnant points out of the body so that you can begin to create neutral energy. So today we're going to be working on that in our meditation. I want you to be very mindful of how you are holding your energetic space, how you are expanding and contracting your energy, and notice variations of temperature in your body, not only in your physical body as you sense it, but I want you to focus on how you feel your body temperature wise as you work through the process. Okay, as you work through the entire meditation. Because what will happen is that when the body comes into a state of complete calm, harmony, peace, and balance, it comes into its coolest point. We want to cultivate that, and we want to expand that in our physical body. So I'm going to start here with some questions. Doug, welcome. Venusian, happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much for being here. Karan, so great to hear you. Louise, Mark, Daria, welcome, welcome. And of course, in the Zoom, thank you so much for joining us. Esteban, Angela, Isla, Dawn, Janice, so great to see you here. Does anybody have any questions before I start our practice? Very good. All right, Tanja, so great to have you here. Welcome. All right, let's get started, guys. I want you guys to get really nice and comfortable. We're going to start by inhaling deeply and exhaling. I want you to connect to the center core of the body. And as you inhale and exhale, feeling the rising and falling of your abdomen, bringing the body into a state of balance. With every breath you take, inhaling and exhaling, releasing any stagnation in the process of your breathing, anywhere where it feels difficult to inhale fully into the body. Breathing. Bringing the body into a state of stillness. I want you to connect with every cell of the body, asking the body to wake up consciousness, to come into awareness. Begin to focus on any emotions that are currently in the body and allow them to leave your space. Bringing yourself into a state of neutrality. You'll notice that the longer you sit in meditation, the more you practice, the body goes into coherence with the earth, which means that our blood vessels and the way that energy is moving life force through your body comes into a relaxed, harmonious state. Even when you are sitting cross-legged or in some position, the body has this ability to self-sustain balance in the body. The longer you learn how to meditate and cultivate that stillness, the body intuitively brings itself into a homeostasis. So this is where I want you to try to bring your body in as still a position as possible, focusing only on the breath, almost as if you are only becoming the breath. And as you allow yourself to begin to focus on the root chakra, go ahead and shrink that root chakra down to the size of a dime. The sacral, the solar. Go ahead and expand the heart chakra. The throat. And the third eye. Go ahead and tune into the 13 layers of your body, and this is where we're going to begin working. We're going to aid ourselves with energy. Go ahead and visualize from the center of the earth, green life force rushing up into the body, creating a vortex of energy. Go ahead and visualize that green energy rotating around you, picking up debris from the 13-dimensional layers of the body. From source, go ahead and visualize a powerful wave of golden cosmic energy coming down through the crown of your head, combining with the green earth energy. You're going to mix green and gold all around you, allowing yourself to begin to create this powerful energy that's going to pull any of debris, any heaviness out of the body. Breathing. We're going to take 10% of that, send it back down to the center of the earth. Visualize clearing out energetic space. This is where I want you to begin to notice heat and temperature in your body. Be mindful of what happens. You'll notice that the solar plexus will usually heat up during this process as it begins to eliminate any kind of blockages in the field. Go up to your solar plexus. Go ahead and take 80% of that up your spine from the crown of your head, creating a fountain coating the outside of your field. Go ahead and call back your life force, people and places and things that are no longer in alignment with you. Bring your life force back into your body. You'll also notice that every time that we come into imbalanced states, deplete life force, the body also heats up in variable states of energy. Calling back your life force, releasing. Very good. You're going to take that final 10% energy, bring it into the body now. Green and gold energy absorbing into the pores, the flesh, the muscles, the bones, down to the cellular level of the body, transforming any darkness into pure white light. I want you to begin, as you run energy through the body, to begin to notice the parts of your body that are heated. These are the areas that are requiring more attention. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your attention to that part of the body, and I want you to visualize with an invisible hand or with your intention, you are pulling out that heat mass or whatever you see. I want you to tune into that heat mass. And I want you to visualize grabbing that form and pulling it out of the body. You're going to visualize a vortex of violet light in front of you. Go ahead and visualize that vortex of violet light absorbing that out of your body. Breathing deeply. Begin to work through your body as you run energy, clearing your body from all of the stagnant areas. Areas that have illnesses, areas that have pain will be warmer. You will notice. Your way around the back of the body, clearing out the blockages here. This is a very deep, thorough cleansing. Through your field, clearing out, I want you to notice how your vortex begins to spin faster. Okay, just notice how it spins faster. I want you to visualize anchoring white light from source down into the crown of your head. I want you to activate the chakra between the heart and the solar plexus. Go ahead and open that up. And you will notice, almost as if a different field, another field of your body is unlocking or activating or opening. This is profound subconscious programs of love. This is where the integration of the divine feminine is emerging in this system. When this chakra is operating in its highest state, we embody this nurturing, compassionate state. It's very similar to this mother-like state to ourselves and to the collective, because it's the integration of source, the infinite and the physical. And from there is created love. From there is created everything that we want to manifest in alignment with health, vitality, and balance. So I want you to see this layer of your body, and I want you to notice, where are we holding back our ability to come into this unconditional love? Scan this layer of your body, clearing it completely. Focus on the spinal cord. I want you to remove any attachments in the spinal cord, going all the way down to the root, all the way up to the brain, to the pineal gland. Scan this part of the spinal cord for any kind of blockages here. That you're here, go ahead and visualize beginning to open the root chakra back into a balanced state. I want you to see all of the programs that we have had with Mother, any kind of programs about being unsafe, not protected, not nurtured, any time with the divine feminine that we may have feel that we are not safe in any way, loved, accepted. Go ahead and clear those programs out of your root chakra. Sacral chakra. So begin to open that chakra back into a balanced state, about 6 inches wide, front and back. Go ahead and clear all the programs having to do with our relationships with the feminine, whether internal with our own feminine or the external, rooted in the programs of our relationship with our mother and the divine feminine. How do we exchange with this universe? And usually we adopt this practice by how our mother exchanged with us. Notice limiting beliefs. Go ahead and clear these layers of your bodies. Expanding our ability to manifest and create. I'm going to go up into the solar plexus now. Go ahead and visualize you're clearing out any blockages, any programs around the empowerment of the divine feminine, whether it's you trusting your own intuition, you coming into surrender in your life. Whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter. This is the energies that are within us that create integration and allow us to manifest into the physical. Anytime that we feel powerless or we embody powerlessness, victimization, helplessness, hopelessness, any profound anger around injustices in the world is the wounded feminine. Victim mindset. Allow yourself to release the programs around victim mindset, injustice, resentment, angers, and the solar plexus. Noticing for a moment the powerlessness that emerges from that fear, from any actions in that imbalanced state of the feminine, the wounded feminine. And recognizing once again our own power. And this, I'm not just talking about relationships, I'm talking about the entire universe, this world, the matrix, how it's being balanced with its own feminine, masculine energies. I'm going to go up into the heart chakra now as you expand your heart chakra, opening the center of coherence, unconditional love. Anytime that we have blockages around the inability to love ourselves, to feel worthy, the ability to trust this beautiful organism in its life, in its expansion, its expression, limitless. And with compassion, go ahead and clear out all the limiting beliefs around the ability to receive love. That's the wounded feminine within all of us. When we are fearful of receiving love, either towards ourselves or from others, creating major blockages in their body. Okay, you're going to go up into the throat. Go ahead and visualize releasing all of the blockages around expression. The wounded feminine is manipulation, lies, disconnect. Anytime that we invert truths in order to protect ourselves, in order that anytime that we try to manipulate in any way, subconsciously or consciously, this is the wounded feminine. It can be in all of us. releasing those programs, learning how to feel courageous in truth, knowing that we are safe and we can hold space for ourselves. Breathing. Going up into the third eye now. This is the biggest one, the intuition. Releasing the programs of mistrust in our intuition, in the divine feminine that has been suppressed for centuries and centuries, because the divine feminine is the portal gateway to anchoring life into this realm and into any vessel, any physical organic vessel. When the divine feminine is suppressed in any organism, it creates imbalance within them and without. So beginning to open the gateways of our healthy, vibrant feminine, anchoring that compassionate aspect of ourselves, the part that is surrendering because it is complete, it is whole. Noticing the empowered state that emerges, whether you are a man or a woman, from your core as you begin to expand this intuitive body and clear it. Going up into the eighth, seventh and the eighth, center of manifestation. Okay, so when this is blocked, we cannot manifest. So this is actually, you can be seen as the womb of your entire organism. Okay, and there's both male and female here. So when the womb is closed, it's fearful of life, fearful of experiences, fearful of the unknown. We cannot manifest into the physical plane. So the marriage between the higher self and the physical, the alchemical marriage, is what actually creates beyond this dimension. And so we are just remembering, and we are initiating ourselves into an understanding that we are all the womb of creations. Okay, and so there's a responsibility behind that. What we create has to be done with pure intention, understanding the cause and effect of what we create, the effect on ourselves and the effect of others. Go ahead and clear all of the belief systems around fears of consequence, fear of truth, allowing us to be held accountable so that we can come into our highest expression and act in accordance with the whole. Compassion for the whole, not just this individual self-serving self, but rather the collective. As you become the light worker of this matrix and the universe, you're going to go up into the 10th, activate the 10th body, the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, the 15th, the 16th, the 17th, the 18th, the 19th, and the 20th. And while you are here, go ahead and visualize a powerful wave of white light coming down into the crown of your head, anchoring it into the center of the earth through your body. I want you to expand love in your body, embody unconditional love and gratitude for this physical vessel, for life. And as you feel this gratitude with the expansive ability to navigate the unknown in any circumstance this week, but now allow yourself to open your eyes, come back into a balanced state. Amazing. You guys did amazing. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. It was such an honor to be here with you. Happy Mother's Day and happy day of creation. I think that this is a day that we also celebrate creation. Okay. You guys are so beautiful, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Okay. All my love, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Bye. Love you.